I want you to talk about why, in your estimate, the RSS's physical presence on the ground in a state like Kerala hasn't yet yielded political gains for your political arm, the BJP. What holds it back?
Namaskar to all, and I would like to thank India Today to organize a discussion on this particular topic and great enough to invite me for this discussion. At the first place, I would like to say that BJP is not a political arm of RSS. RSS is a cultural organization working in the field of the transformation of mind, I would like to say. That's the one thing. Our mindset is to be changed. We should imbibe the nationalist spirit inside. Then everything will be okay, and the political atmosphere will also be cleared. That's another thing. And as far as Kerala, I would like to come to your question that as far as Kerala is concerned, yes, RSS Shakhas, as far as a Pranta, in our division, state is called as Pranta. Kerala has got the maximum number of Shakhas. But you know, the demographic balance of Kerala is very much against a political organization like BJP to grow. I don't want to go much deep into the percentage and all. But the presence of the organized religions I would like to mention, and also the clandestine understandings with the so-called mainstream political parties there, Congress, Communist Party, with these groups, these religious groups, and transferring the votes against the BJP's victory is a fact for the last several years. It is happening there. So that's why BJP is trying to make their way through so many, as a political party is concerned, they have to make some adjustments, understandings and all.
Jagat Prakash Nadda, who's the BJP president, was at the India Today Conclave South, and he said also the same thing, that where the BJP is strong, the left transfers its votes to, if the Congress is weak, then they transfer it to the left and vice versa.
Yes.
Is this not a political conspiracy and a case of sour grapes? If you can't win straight, you say your opponents are fixing the match.
See, as far as the democratic system and the election is concerned, who crossed the, the last point or first coming, who is first finishing the thing, they will win. When you are doing against your political ideological beliefs and transferring votes to defeat someone, it is not just a case of sour grapes thing. That is happening, and there are so many examples for that. I would like to say, see, in Manjeshwaram in the last election, Surendran, the BJP president, was about to win. But he was defeated with a narrow margin of 92 votes. And there the Communist Party was as good as losing their deposit, wherein which they won in some of the last elections. They have transferred the election. It's quite clear. It is quite obvious that it happened. But I'm not a politician to analyze it all, but still, as a political student, I would like to say that these type of examples, n number of examples are there in Kerala. Several constituencies, I can say, but in the last election in Nemam, BJP was Nemam is a constituency, in which they were able to cross that unholy nexus of these two fronts.